Good morning, boomers. It is the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for kapumping and kabooming in. Shout out to all the meta maniacs. A sea of green here for the bears. Green candles for the bear market, for the baby bear cubs out there. There's a lot of baby bear cubs out there. The NFT bros, a lot of DeFi maniacs that have lost 50% plus here on their portfolios during this crypto bear market season. Welcome. It's the champ. What many wish to be their block father, although maybe I'm not, although maybe I should be. Shout out to all the meta maniacs out there. Good morning to you. Good morning to Il Cryptmatic and the rest of the pumpers pouring in. Everybody on the Discord. I see Poison, Chewy, I7, MJ, the rest of the meta maniacs here in the sea of green this morning. There's a lot of green candles for the bears. We'll be talking about Bitcoin, ETH, Phantom. There's a lot of green. I see Ape up, and we'll be discussing it. Now, I haven't changed my position here. I do believe we're still in a bear market. Shout out to the baby bear cubs. Let's go ahead and check out the mathematics today and see what's going on with all this greenery. What's going on with all the green? Pull this up for you guys real quick. Boom, turn off these coins, share my screen. And what do we got going on over here? Sort by gains. Luna's down. There's people are still like, you know, it's not funny, actually. It's not. But it's neither surprising, but what I am taking note is that it keeps trending and people, you know, they don't want to let it go. They don't want to let it go. Guys, it's not going back up to $5, $10. Luna's not going back up there. Okay? You know, they'll be lucky if they see $1. I'll be honest with you. I would they'll be lucky if they see 50 cents. So I would say hashtag let it go. Hashtag frozen. Hashtag Elsa. And let's look at what the next one could be. Guys, this is crypto. You know, it's all about the new one. It's all about the next one. Remember, you know, all these coins have made noise. They've made trends, but who sticks around? BTC and ETH. Look at the top 10. Look at the top 10, guys. And how many of these coins on the top 10 have been around for a long time? Not that many. I mean, you got Ripple. It fell in the rankings. Binance has held Cardano, you know, fairly new out of the Binance and the Ripples. But, you know, it's holding. Solana's a brand new player. It's been in the top 10 not that long. Polkadot, it debuted at like number 5 or 6, and now it's lost rank, and I would say it's probably in its way out of the top 10. Doge, it's an OG. Avalanche, you know, we'll see where it heads to. I mean, it's been holding. I'll give it that much. It's been holding around, you know, number 10, a little bit above number 10. Tron is one that's made moves closer to number 10 as it slipped in the ranking earlier this year. And then you got Shiba. So, but, you know, the point I'm trying to make here is look at these top 10 coins. If you go back, you know, a year or two ago, you're not going to notice most of these top 10 coins in the rankings. I mean, Ripple still be there. Binance, maybe. And, of course, the stables. But, you know, they come in and they come out. Okay? They go in and they go out. You'll see plenty of coins come in and out of the top 10. And it doesn't seem like many stay there for the long term. Of course, BTC and ETH have proven to be the big dog pit bulls. Ape is the top gainer today. ApeCoin up 12%. I'll tell you, there's a lot of people, and it seems like there's a lot of interest in this metaverse and this whole brand. And, you know, I like it. And I'll tell you this much. I am interested in some other side meta lands, and maybe the bottom was already in the other day. I mean, last time I checked, it was closer to 3 ETH. This is something that I am interested in. Okay, and the fact that it's bouncing back quite strong in the bear market shows me promise. Although, these could be dead cat bounces in the midst of a bear market. I'm not entirely convinced. I'll be honest with you. Same thing with Phantom. Yesterday, you saw Phantom break down because of one of the DEI and FUSD stablecoins got depegged, and these algorithmic stablecoins are getting clapped. And in this climate, after Luna and UST's meltdown, I would say people are a little bit more risk averse when it comes to stablecoins. So people were quick to dump yesterday the DEI, which I don't know much about, and the Phantom USD. But now you see Phantom rebounding and up another 11%, but it's still at 37 cents. It's below 50 cents after an all-time high of over $3. So, I'm not entirely convinced yet either. I like Phantom. It's one of my favorite blockchains and one of my favorite alternatives to ETH. But as I've said, I think that we're still in a bear market, and I'm not in a rush to pick up the alts. Now, I do like Phantom. I do like Other Side. I do like Ape. I do like Sand. These type metaverse tokens. DAI is the only algo stable I'd use, says Ilcryptmatic. Yeah, it seems like that's pretty stable. DAI is one of the first stable coins out there as far as, the algorithm of having actual backing, an actual collateral for the DAI. To mint DAI, you need to put up ETH, I think, right? Now, USDC seems to have a little bit more liquidity. Somehow I end up with USDC more often than I do DAI. But both seem to be pretty solid. And then you got USDT, which is older than all of them. But, let's be honest. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think DAI may have some vulnerabilities because the collateral is also USDT, if I'm not mistaken. I remember we talked about this one stream, and someone came in and said, no, DAI is also collateralized by Funny Bunny. It could be collateralized by Funny Bunny. I don't know. You may want to cross-reference that. But I do agree that a DAI amongst the stable coins is one of the more stable ones. I like USDC and I like Tether, and again, you're exposed with all the stable coins. I would say, there's a risk with all of them. USC is down with the gang. That's the safest one. Probably, yeah, you're right. They are down with the gang. They're in bed with the Fed. You know what I'm saying? Like Coinbase is paying the piper. I don't think that Coinbase is going anywhere, and they were one of the first to be crowned. So 70% plus of USDC is backed by U.S. Treasuries. Yeah, I didn't know that, but it seems about right. And again, I use it. But guys, stable coins is not my prominent, or what's the word I'm trying to look, the token that is the majority of my portfolio. The majority of my portfolio is not stable coins. So, and I've said it before, what is it? It's mostly Bitcoin and ETH, guys. It's real simple. Of course, I try all these other coins out. I'm exposed to a lot of altcoins or whatnot, but what I want is Bitcoin and ETH. And I'll tell you honestly, right now, I'm actually a little bit more focused on ETH. Okay. Definitely, Bitcoin has always been the bigger dog, but in the midterm, I do think that Ether can gain some weight on Bitcoin and head to 0.10, a tenth of a Bitcoin, or even maybe a 15th, 0.15 of a Bitcoin. Shout out to Adrian Kent. Good morning. Phantom's down, man. It could be an entry point. It's pretty low. One thing I said about Phantom is that they still have a lot. They have more users now than they did back before they started pumping. So there's a case to be made that this is a good entry point for Phantom. What else we got here? Rune is back up. A lot of them are back up. Harmony 1 at 5 cents. Wow. Now, if you look at the technicals, they're still reading sell. Let's look at the technicals for Ape and see if it's any more favorable. Sell. Let's see. There's not many losers today. Let me see who the big losers are. Hex is the big loser today. Down. Well, it says down 0.75. I think it's just reset. let's see where Hex goes. I mean, I don't see it really going much under 10 cents. I think maybe the bottom. You can see it seems like to be on support right here. It's been trading sideways for some time, which is actually attractive. I'm liking that, it's trading sideways here. Let's see. I mean, I think that there is a possibility that the Hex price already priced in the Pulse chain fork. I think that everybody that has Hex already knows about Pulse. I don't know how many more people are going to get Hex in the short term, but at the same time, I don't know how many people are going to want to dump either. Okay, so I'm still holding. So I'm at a loss with the Hex that I bought recently because I bought most of it above 11 cents. But I mean, in the big picture, I think that it's not so bad because a lot of the other coins went down even more. So, and then of course with the Hex thing is that you're getting copies of all your ERC20s with Pulse, but I do believe that in the Pulse ecosystem, Hex will be more valuable than other altcoins, market cap wise. At least in the beginning, being that it's a Richard Hart creation is my speculation. I could be wrong. What else we got here? Sandbox. There's not that many like big losers. Hex is the only major loser today, and it makes sense because Hex has kind of been the hedge, the opposite of the market right now. I think it's the only thing that shows potential. Not the only thing, but one of the. It's behaving differently than the market. If you notice, so now that the market's doing well, maybe people are chasing that instead of Hex. Are you going to swap any Hex for PLS? Says Jason. Probably not. I mean, I already did the SAC for PLS and for PLSX. So I don't have the tokens yet because the blockchain doesn't exist, but they're there in the testnet. So I already have the tokens. Queen's Races is back. Kaboom! Checking in with the big champ. I hope all is well, bro. God bless. Nice to see you back around there. Queen's Races. It's a bear market out here. People are getting clapped left and right, but the crypto maniacs are still here in the trenches. We're not going anywhere. OGs of cryptos are still here. Shout out to Queen's Races, an OG. He's back. I saw a couple of your racing videos there on YouTube. They popped up on the shorts. So shout out to you. Jason said, "Oh, you're in a good position then." Yeah. That's why I keep talking about it because it's something I'm looking forward to. We sacrificed for Pulse Chain almost a year ago, last summer. So we've been patiently waiting, and then also for PulseX. I've talked about it. I'm excited. I hope it does well, but I'm not a Richard Hart fanboy. I'm not a cult member of Hex or anything like that. And I do realize that there's a possibility I may doom as well. But I'm not expecting that, to be honest with you. I have positive expectations. And, that could be due in part that, I do have some skin in the game. So, I want to stay positive. But either way, whether it goes up or down, I mean, we already sacked last year. So, I already kissed that goodbye. It was literally sacrifice. So, but yeah, Jason Newberry says we're in a good position, hopefully. So as far as acquiring more PLS and PLSX and Hex, I might already have that, so I'm going to figure out what I want to do. I do want to take some profits at the beginning, but let's see how warm the waters are or aren't, because I do want to leave some on the table because you never know what it could or couldn't do. But as I said before, I think that the price action for Pulse Chain might be similar to hyped up NFTs. So if you want to strip everything down for a debut of a crypto and take away its utility and take away its function and just value it based on hype, you may want to compare it to like some of these NFTs that are super hyped, like for instance, Other Side. The Other Side was major hype, right? It had some utility too, right? But it's not actually being used yet. And what you see with these mints is that immediately, the first day, the second day, the third day, well, usually the first 24 hours, people mint the token. Okay, it's created, and then it hits the market on the secondary market, and then it shoots up usually about 5, maybe 10x. And I'm giving you the Other Side example. It was 305 ape coins, which was roughly about 2 to 2.5 ETH at the time. Immediately, the first sales that started going on the secondary market were for 14 ETH, 13 ETH, and then about an hour or two later, they went down to like 10, and then 9 ETH, 8 ETH, and they hanged out there for some time. And then, of course, the bear market hit, and now the price is around 3 ETH. But you see, there was meat on the bones right at the beginning. So, you know, for those that minted, it wasn't a bad idea to dump them at 10 or 8 ETH and then buy back in later. Okay, so I'm using that kind of as a comp. And that's not the only comp, but I'm saying imagine Pulse does similar action at the beginning. You know, that, you know, it does a 5-10x out the gate from mint price. And that's like, you know, the average sacrifice rate is what I'm guessing. And then, you know, the first couple of days it does well, and then it dumps because people do, you know, take some profits. And then it finds a kind of a floor. And if it's going to work for the long run, then it should take off sometime after that. I sacrificed for Pulse X, but I want to swap some Hex for PLS. Hard to know what a good ratio will be. Yeah, I don't know yet. We don't know. And I'm not going by those ratios on the test net because they seem a little inflated. I mean, Pulse chain on the test net is over a penny. And I'll tell you, I mean, if it's trading over a penny, the champ is doing great. But we shall see. Yeah, a lot of people are street racing lately, says Queens. I'm out there just recording for now. Everyone is stuck not thinking it's a bear market, but I think it's still good to buy. Champ, I definitely think you got the shadow ban on your account. How is it that everyone else in crypto channels have skyrocketed with followers and you're still at 14 to 15K? That's weird. I know. I've said it all the time. Guys, I have never, ever paid any bots, marketing, nothing when I started this channel. Okay, and then, you know, at one point, we got a little bit too strong on the live stream, doing some, you know, asking too many questions, and it appears like we got shadow banned, and I have never, ever been able to cross that hurdle. You know, and I get it. You listen, you know, not all channels are just going to grow forever, but, like, you know, at this point, you know, it's been years that we haven't been able to put any weight subscriber-wise. So it is weird, but it is what it is, you know, like, I'm not actually surprised. I mean, I said it before, like the shadow bans are real and the crypto cucks are out there and the powers that be are out there. And I was flagged for sure. That's 1,000% flagged. It is what it is. I'm not at all mad and I continue to. I bet you they thought they were going to get me to stop streaming. But they didn't. I'm not stopping streaming. And I'll stream here. I've been streaming when there's 3 listeners, streaming when there's 30. It's all good. And shout out to Queens, he's back. Yeah, share this on your networks, guys. Let's see if we can get some people in the box. And I'm not sure if the OGs know or guys like Queens know, but I got a Discord room, a chat room. It's free to join, and the link is down below, the Champagne Room Discord. We've done some giveaways out there of NFTs. I'm doing giveaways for the whitelist of the Gold Spades NFT drop that we'll do soon. There's a link to the Medal of Honor, which is, you see the coin here on the right-hand side. It's another NFT drop that we did, mohnft.cc. That was free for the community. You could pick them up on the secondary market. But yeah, we got a Discord now, so you can't talk the truth anymore. It's sad. Yeah, I mean, you can, but, you know, there's repercussions, right? But we continue to do so. And, you know, I've opened up another channel there, like I said, on Discord. We still have the D-Live, but no one really goes to the D-Live. And people have suggested Twitch. I don't know if they shadow ban on Twitch, but they probably do. Either way, we got that Discord, and the Discord's fairly private. So, you know, if I get another strike, I'll be on timeout for at least a week. So you could find me over there in the Discord for sure. That's the Hex chart, guys, at 11 cents. Let's see what else is doing good today. Who's the top gainer? Of course, Ape. But yeah, we covered this. Ape, Phantom. Steppen, been doing really good. Let's look at some of these meta coins. I'm going to pull up the OpenSea and check out some of this land. As I've said, I am interested in acquiring land now in this bear market. Ape coin, obviously, you know, the Bored Ape Yacht, the other side, metaverse, I think it's going to do something. Sandbox is something I'm attracted to. Specifically those two. Let's pull up other side here. And that's the other deed for other side. Last time I checked, they were close to about 3 ETH, and they're probably up today, being that ApeCoin's up. Yeah, 2.99. This bottomed out about 2.6. So, you know, this I like this. Now, I'll tell you, I'm a little reluctant to start aping into these NFTs, even though that they're down, because I think that there is a potential. It could go either way. We could still slip further into a bear market. Okay, we could still slip further into a bear market, and that could put some further pressure on the NFTs. Kaboom! Queen's Races with the $10. Appreciate you, man. God bless the champ and all the boomers. God bless you as well, Queen's Races, one of the original OGs here in the box, coming back to visit. Go check out his channel. He races cars, or he's filming car races on the street or whatnot. So, and he's an OG. Appreciate you. Shout out to Queens Races, and shout out to the borough of Queens as well. So going back over here to this other side, so it's $2.99, about 3 ETH floor price. And then Sandbox is another one that I got my eyes on. I'm glad I didn't ape into Sandbox. I've been talking about Sandbox for a while, and my intent and my will to acquire some land there. And I'm glad that I held off, because, you know, when we really identified that we wanted land, it was about 5 ETH, and it dropped to 4 to 3. And look at it now, 1.7. It seems like it has bottomed out. I mean, I did see a low of like 1.1 on Sandbox. And this is a metaverse that already has a lot of brands vested in their land. So keep an eye on this one. And then, of course, you got Decentraland and NFT Worlds. Those are other ones that I'm paying attention to. Decentraland, what's that looking like? Probably about the same as Sandbox. A little bit more, 2.3. Something to note. Decentraland and other sides seem to have about the same amount of items, and Decentralized is a little bit cheaper. Shout out to, thank you once again to Queen's Races for the $10 USD. Guys, if you're getting value from the stream, throw a couple ducats here in the bucket. Follow Queen's Races lead. I appreciate you so much. They said we're going to 12K. I would buy up a lot of Bitcoin at anything under 25K. I do agree that there's a strong possibility of us going back to 12K. And we talked about this yesterday. And, you know, to summarize that hypothesis is, you know, the all-time high for Bitcoin is $65,000. And we've historically seen Bitcoin crash about 85% from its bull run highs. And that's happened several times. So 85% crash from 65,000 is about 9K. You could put it at 10K. So, you know, that's somewhere near the bottom. So 10, 11, 12, that sounds about right. Now, will we go that far? I mean, it's certainly a possibility. We've lost 85% from bull runs several times. Okay. And then again, you know, that's that high at 60, whatever it was, 60 something. And then, you know, it's down, but it's only down 50% right now, you know. So I think there's a possibility that we could dip under 20,000, and that could be short lived. Let me launch a full chart view here. I hope you took profits at 60K. I'm gonna be honest. I don't touch the Bitcoins. Although maybe I should, but on the other hand, and the EVM machines with all the Ethereum stuff, yeah. I mean, we had been taking profits from all the time, yeah. That's one thing I don't really play with the BTC. I'm down to hold, you know. Although, yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, I could have sold at 60 and made more, but you know, I'm one of those hodlers. I mean, you're talking to an OG that held from 20 to 3,000 and back up. You know, so. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I did take, we were steadily taking profits still on all the other altcoins and the Ethereum stuff. And that was, you know, constantly. So I'm not mad at all. We definitely ate a lot, and we made some great gains there with DeFi Kingdoms, man. I tell you, we made some good gains. Rode DeFi Kingdoms from about $3 or $4 all the way up to $20. And in the meantime, the APR was 1,000%. You know, it was great. Now, mind you know, we did get out and then back in, and then it crashed, and we lost some. But overall, I'm up. Have you heard from the revolutionist? All those ADA he had, it went up and right back down. I'll tell you, we haven't heard from him at all. And several people have mentioned him. And if you guys don't know what Queens is talking about, revolutionist was someone in the chat that would show up often. And, he was like basically the Cardano king. And he would say that when Cardano hit $1 or something, that he was going to buy a castle in the UK. And he would brag that he was a top 10 holder of Cardano. I mean, I never verified it, but I believed him. He was always here in the chat or whatnot. And then from one day to another, he disappeared. So he probably did buy the castle. But if he did, he got to come back in here because I got a live stream in the castle as I promised him. He kept talking about the castle and we were cheering him on or whatnot. And if he did get the castle and he abandoned us, that's not legit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened to him. It's been, I would say, at least a year since we've heard from him. So I don't know. Revolutionist, and then Rafterman is another OG that went missing for a while. He was pushing the truck, then he caught COVID, he got sick, and then I haven't heard from him. I mean, I last time I heard he did recover from the Rona, but I don't know if he's on a new truck route or whatnot. But it was someone that always was in the chat. So Rafterman and Revolutionist kind of fell off the boat, but so did Queens for a while, but look, he's back now. So he said he was the third largest holder. I remember him being top 10, but either whether he's number 3, number 9, number 10, I'm sure he had enough to buy a castle. I'll tell you that much, especially in the last year when there was a bull run. So maybe he got the castle, but if he did, he should have just came by and said, "What's up?" You know what I mean? Like, it was all Anon anyway. So if you're out there, Rev, invite us to your castle via the stream or something. And this is legit, guys. In UK, you could buy some old castles on the cheap. And now I don't know how on the cheap they are now, being that real estate is insane. But I don't know what the prices were, but they were affordable for castles. You know what I mean? Where's Matic? Where is Matic? Last time I checked, about 60 cents. We ended up doing the NFT drop on Matic, although we wanted to do it on Phantom because Matic guaranteed us a listing on OpenSea, while Phantom is not supported by OpenSea. But ultimately, most of the trading, if not all the volume for those coins, ended up being on Tofu NFT, which also supports the Phantom blockchain. So we could have done it on Phantom. Matic, they're at 71 cents, and they're reading still sell. I don't see any altcoins right now that are reading buy. None of them that I see. If you could, not even Ape. Everything is reading sell, 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 sell. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. I'm glad that Queens Races is back. Make sure you follow his channel. Thank you so much for the $10 USD gratuity. I appreciate it. Shout out to all the rest of the Meta Maniacs. We had Passive Crypto in there. Who else? Corporate McMahon had passed by yesterday. We had a nice stream. Yesterday, we did like a whole hour. We keeping them more like 20, 30 minutes, but we were definitely hanging out with the bears yesterday. It's been bearish, guys. It's been bearish. It's funny, though, things got more quiet in crypto, but then this week I saw a couple more people stop by. It's funny, like this week's views are more than last week's. And, the market's down. It may be because there's not as much competition on the networks. There's less people streaming. Maybe. I don't know. Let me see if we're missing anything, guys. We got greenery all over the place today. Elron, Ape, Algorand. Keep an eye on Algo. Keep an eye on Algo and their MIT connections and their perhaps maybe affiliation with the central bank digital currency that the U.S. government may roll out very soon. All speculation, though, guys. That's about it. I do want to mention for all my Hex stakers, Hedron Pro. I had heard about this, but I wasn't really paying much attention. But I actually did pay attention, and it turns out that Hedron is a platform that lets you take advantage of your hex stakes, trade and borrow against it, and get liquidity. So if you have long stakes, there's a way to trade and borrow against it. This is a new platform, and they did an airdrop for all hex stakers. So if you have an active hex stake, you can go over here to Hedron Pro and claim. I know we're a little late. Where are we at? Am I showing my screen? Yeah, there we go. I know we're a little late, and this has been going on for a while. I just didn't pay attention to it. I did some searches, and it seems to be legit. I claimed, and everything's all good. I got some tokens or whatnot. It wasn't much. It's about maybe $5-10 worth of tokens. But okay, this is also going to get copied to the PLS chain, and I'm seeing them being traded over there. So if you have an active hex stake, you can come here, mint your Hedron, and the bonus is dropping to 1x. So we're a little late. I ended up getting some sort of a bonus, but this thing has been available since like February. So we're late to the party, but either way, it's there. So Hedron. I quit the Tropicana truck driving, says Queens. Now I do school bus driving for a private bus company, making good money and no more physical labor. All right, congrats. Yeah, I know you were doing truck driving. For some reason, I want to say UPS. I never remember Tropicana, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, I do remember you were pushing the truck, as Rafterman was. He's a truck driver as well. Shout out to the truck drivers. Part of me, and this is part of me when I was younger, always wanted to push like a rig across the U.S., like an 18-wheeler. Even when I still see those big trucks, I was like, oh, I would love to drive. It's one of those things you just think of, but I'm sure, I don't know anything about truck driving. I'm sure, it gets boring after a while, I guess. But, respect to the truckers out there. All right, guys. I think we covered all the beats. Shout out to Queens. I appreciate the 10. And shout out to everybody else in the chat. Queens, join the Discord. It's free. You just jump in there and we could chat with the rest of the Meta Maniacs. And we're there. So it's another place. I'm 2 strikes in over here on YouTube. I get one more strike, and they're going to put me on timeout. So, yeah, the other week I got a strike on a video that's like 1.5 years or 2 years old. They said that I had a link, and I got a strike. And that was my second strike. I don't know. And they said, one more strike, you're going to be put on timeout. No live stream, no nothing. So as I got a strike out of nowhere last week, I would say there's a strong possibility that I may get striked again. When did you get rid of the baby bull? About a month or 2 ago, we did the Medal of Honor drop. This was a free mint NFT drop mint. So there's these medals. There's a gold, there's silver, and bronze medals. And if you collect one of each, or a combination, all the information is on the website. But if you collect a certain amount of coins, you'll get a 2022 Meta Championship Ring NFT later this year when they drop. That's another drop I'm doing. We're about to roll out the Gold Spades NFT. It's just like another card game. That'll be free mint for all the holders of the Medal of Honor coins. And I'm also doing giveaways for people to get on the whitelist. That'll be a free mint as well. And then later on this year, when things hopefully get more hyped, we're going to drop the Metacocks, which is the key to unlock NFT battles. These are going to be profile pics of fighting roosters, fighting Metacocks, the biggest cocks in crypto. And those are done. I got the artist complete with that. I got all the metadata, but I'm holding that. Those are 888 PFPs, Metacock PFP. They got weapons and everything. And you can check sneak peeks and everything. They're there in the Discord. I put a couple videos out. But yeah, our intent is to do some drops and keep things spicy, fun, and try to gamify things. And in the meantime, we're doing these like little independent drops. They're small. The Medal of Honor collection only has 30 coins, or 33, excuse me. And then the Gold Spades is going to have, I think like 50 or 57 or something like that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, these strikes are stupid. I know they are. I got striked out of nowhere, and I'm not surprised though, guys. I'm shadow banned. They don't like the champ. I speak about God. I question the authorities. You know what I mean? The Romans don't like the champ. The Romans don't like the champ. The Romans don't like the champ, and it's funny. Like, we're still kind of under Rome's control, guys. I mean, look at a lot of things going on. We're still kind of under Rome's control. Yeah, guys, tune into that Discord, and I'll do another. There's actually a giveaway going on for whitelist. So all you got to do is go in there, click on the bot, and then in a few days, let me show you guys. So if you go over here, am I showing you my screen? All right, it's the Discord. Boom, once you get in, you go over here to, on the left-hand side, you go to giveaways, and I just set up a drop right before. So if you come here and click, this will announce 5 winners in 3 days. Okay, and then I've been doing giveaways to Jojo, Adrian, and Hadi. They're the last winners, and this is for the Gold Spades NFT. So once you get on the whitelist, you'll be able to mint for free. You don't need to get on the. You will be automatically added to the whitelist if you are a Medal of Honor holder. I'm talking about the Metacox. Let's do a little sneak peeks on the metas. Little sneak peeks on the Metacox. I got it muted because I think the music I used got flagged. So yeah, they all be holding a weapon. Some have bandanas and whatnot. Check that out. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for booming in.